Hi, I'm Helen from eSpares. The Sebo X1 is a classic vacuum cleaner, and despite its old-fashioned looks, it still remains very popular. In fact, Sebo still make the updated version, the X1.1, to this day. You'll often find this in hotels and other professional environments because it can last for ages. However, if you are finding that your Sebo is running intermittently or half-heartedly or sparking, or in fact refusing to run at all, then it's possibly due to a problem with your motor's carbon brushes or the motor itself. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace both of them. So this is a Sebo motor, and like any electrical motor, it has brushes. These allow the flow of electricity through the moving parts of the motor. Now these are made of carbon and are designed to wear down over time. So the first thing to check if your motor isn't running is the state of your brushes. If they're worn, corroded or damaged, then these can be replaced on your existing motor. However, if your brushes are fine and your motor still isn't running, then you probably need to change the whole thing. So let's get started. Firstly, always make sure that you unplug from the mains before you begin any work. And I need to start by removing the top half of the machine. I do this by pressing down this release catch and lifting up. I then need to remove the exhaust cover and filter, and then turn the base over. As you can see, there's lots of screws here, but the only four I need to remove are these four here. Now I just turn it onto its side and remove the brush roll. And then I just need to lift the cover off. To get to the motor, I need to remove the motor cover, which is held in place by 4 screws, the spindle protector cover, and the lever. So now I need to lift out the existing motor. I need to uncouple the wiring here, it just pulls out, and then release the wires from under the control module and slip the belt off the spindle, which can be quite tight, and then it just lifts out. So this is the existing motor. Let's check the state of the brushes. The brushes are held in place by a bracket and 2 screws. Now I just need to pull the brush out and remove the spade connector. Now this can be a bit tight, so you may need to use pliers to remove it. This brush isn't actually damaged, but if you compare it to a new one, you can see that it's pretty worn, so it's a good time to replace it. To replace it, I need to reattach the spade connector and pop the brush in place and put the bracket back on and screw it on securely. Now you need to be aware that with some motors, the brushes need to go a certain way round. I don't need to worry about it with this motor though. Always replace both brushes at the same time, and while you're here, check that the commutator is not scorched or covered in carbon debris or damaged in any way. I'm going to replace the whole motor. The motor just drops into place, but the rubber can be quite tight, so a little tip is to get some washing up liquid and run it around the edge to help it slide into place. And just drops in like so. Just make sure it's securely in position. Then we need to put the belt back on the spindle. Now this can be quite tight, so if you're having trouble, if you just get the teeth in at the top and then turn the spindle, it'll go on. Then I need to reattach the wires that just slots onto the connections, and then I need to tidy up the wires underneath the control board. Now, I don't know whether you can see, but there's a little slot in the housing to keep the wires in place. And now I just need to put the machine back together. There you go. That's how you replace the carbon brushes or the motor on a Sebo X1 vacuum cleaner. Carbon brushes and motors for most makes and models of vacuum cleaner are available on the eSpares website. Thanks for watching.